Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. This here is the crazy trollation of YouTube. The crazy just because I am sometimes a troll because I'm adorable. Who doesn't love a troll? The concept is just to make fun of. Everything needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be flawless. Change your features. I'm all about just enhancing your features. As much as I love playing in face paint, I don't mind my natural features poking through. I don't mind that I have a big ass nose. I don't mind that my face is not symmetrical from one half to the other, and I don't try to cover that up. Yes, I do like it when my face looks more uniform in color, but as I said, I don't mind my natural imperfections, which makes me perfect, thank you, shine through. For example, I only have one primer and foundation, and I did do tails on my brows, but as you see, I didn't do concealer today, so you can still see discoloration here. I don't know what's going on over here. I did go out yesterday to meet a friend for lunch and I had a mask on, and every time I take a mask off, I have like a little cluster of stuff somewhere. I do not have on contour, bronzer. You see my little witchamajigget up here. And so like I don't mind that. If my face were to ever just look like a blank slate, I would look like I was dead. Even if the color was a perfect match, it would be like, your skin is flat, like you don't look like you. And I have tried it, and that's what I was told. And so yeah, so just embrace who you are, that your quote-unquote imperfections are what makes you perfect, and it's what gives you and your face, your body, its character, and it's what makes you unique. And so today, if you're here for that and you understand the concept and you love it, go ahead and click subscribe, like the video, share, comment, all of that good stuff. I almost forgot chapstick. We start here with chapstick. I'm so busy like yapping, I forgot to apply more chapstick. More because I do put this on several times a day. And even if I've just applied it and I sit down to do a video, I put on more because you know that's how we do here. Today is going to be my first look using the Scott Barnes ColourBomb palette. As with the Circle Loco with Natasha Denona, I am going to do a recreation, and this look is going to be from Morgan Turner. We do have different complexions, we do have different undertones, and I chose this look from her because she used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shades. There's only 20 in this palette. And I believe she did mention doing that because she wanted to try out as many shades as possible for a look. And I'm like, that is awesome. And so we also start here secondly with eye primer. And so, oh, and I did also powder my face down with translucent powder. So if I'm looking a little ashy or dusty, that's why. You know what I'm going to do? I've been liking, do I want to do setting spray or Dew It Mist from Fourth Ray? I want to do the Dew It Mist. I was going to say setting powder, but then sometimes it makes my face crack. Ooh! I pushed it in the nozzle turn. That's what happens when you have chubby fingers. So anyway, and plus I was rushing. I do have my brushes already set out in the order of which they are to be used. And so hopefully it will not be a situation like, oh, this is not the right brush, and then I'm over here trying to find a proper one. That is a dewy mist, and it's like all over. Alright, so I'm not powdery anymore. Awesome. Alright, we're gonna go with yeah, this is crazy. I'm just being silly. This is the Fenty eyeshadow primer that I keep saying is almost empty, but I'm kind of like scraping it around because I do think, oh, a lot came out. Okay, so maybe it's not almost done. I just needed to scrape it around and get it out of there. Which means it still is almost done when you have to scrape it around. Scrape the wand around to get it out. And I don't mind it. I like when I use up a product And I'm yapping, which means I won't be able to cut that part out. But we're going to start now. I'm going to start blending this with the Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to shut up and cut this part out. I don't know what this is doing down here. I don't know if that's the primer or if that's a line between my foundation and just my under eye area. Like, did I miss a spot? You know, we're going to cover that up with powder. I'm not a fan of pulling on your eyes. I'm not. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, why is that there? But we're going to cover it up with shadow later. So it's not a big deal right now. But yeah, that's just weird. So this is what ColourBomb looks like. I did break down and ordered this Naturals palette from Scott Barnes. The email that I received, totally off topic, well, not totally because it is about Scott Barnes, but the email I received for a 30% off code is what I used to purchase this palette. And after I purchased it, I deleted the email. No temptation, out of sight, out of mind. The reason I got this was because a friend of mine told me she had this Naturals one and she really loved it. And so I'm like, oh, but they have a colorful one. I love color. So I broke down and ordered it. And so today, which is August 4th, I received another email with the same fucking code for 30% off, and I ordered this Naturals palette. Don't judge me. I'm emotional right now. So what she did first is she took Promiscuous, and that's actually how he spelled it, promiscuous, not promiscuous. Promiscuous, this shade here, and she put that on her inner corner. And so we're using that angled brush. If you guys prefer one look on both eyes, let me know. Or how I've been doing the Circle Local palette, if you don't mind one look on each eye, just for the sake of doing 2 looks in one video, which I could string them along, but then they get, for me, they just seem longer. Let me know what you prefer, because some people prefer one look on both eyes. Some people don't mind one look on each eye. So let me know what you prefer. All right, putting that brush down, we're going to take, this is a new brush I purchased. I had a $5 e-gift card for Target that expired August 7th. And so I purchased, what did I get? Oh, I got another hairbrush. Similar to this one. Similar to this one. And it was like $3 something. And so I'm like, okay, I have $2 more. And so I purchased 2 of these eyeshadow brushes from Wet n Wild. And the shape is unique as far as the handle, because it has like a little divot right here, which is kind of nice. So we'll see. So this first time I'm using these, I did wash them first before I used them. Then when she took Peacock, this shade here, and put that on the center of the lid. So I may need to take Promiscuous over a little bit more. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna go back with that first shade. And I put inner corner, but if Peacock is only in the center, that means I need to put some more of this for this space. Also, her and I do have different eye shapes. Different complexion, different undertone, and different eye shapes. So this is going to be interesting, but then at least I can say I tried 11 out of the 20 shades in this palette. So I am excited about this, especially because this is my first time using this palette. Okay, now we're going to go in with Peacock, this shade here, and that's going to go on the center of the lid. This brush doesn't seem like it wants to pick up. That is there. Yeah, I don't know about this brush. Sorry if I shook. When I swipe the brush in the shadow, it doesn't look like I'm tapping in between to blend those 2 shades together. It doesn't look like it's really coated evenly on the brush, but it is applying it on the lid. And then I'm wondering if it's the texture of the shadow, because this is a glitter shadow. So that may also be why it looks the way it looks on the brush. And so we will see, tapping in between to blend those two together. I did say I was going to not talk a lot so I can chop this video up, but I'm still talking. Yeah, this is a glittery shade. What was one of the factors in me getting Snaturals is when I was looking at the reviews, which there are not many, so I'm thinking his eyeshadow palettes are just underrated maybe. There's two glitter shades on the bottom row of the Snaturals palette, and one of the review tutorial swatch video I saw, she was saying how even though they are glitter shades, she said they feel really smooth. She's like, there's no glitter chunks, there's no particles, and I'm like, I love that, because if you've watched any of my videos, my eyes cannot tolerate glitter, whether I'm wearing my contact lenses or not. And that was my issue with Pat McGrath Celestial Shades, and I know people love her, and I love her as well, but my eyes don't like her Celestial Shades. And the Mega Mothership palette, that was a negative Ghost Rider for me because of all the glitter and all the fallout and getting in my eyes and irritating my eyes. And so when this person said the glitter shades were smooth and there were no chunks or particles that you can feel, I was like, really? That's looking kind of cute. All right, so I'm gonna put this brush down and pick up the other one because I purchased two. That brush is kind of pokey because up in this area, let me pick up that same brush. Where I was pressing it here, it feels pokey. And even now that I'm not doing it, I can still feel, I am hypersensitive, but it still feels like I'm being poked. Then she took Riviera, which is this shade here, and she put that on the outer lid. And so that's what we're gonna do with this other Wet n Wild cute but pokey brush. So we're gonna put that here. If you guys have this palette, let me know what you think of it. I was going to say I don't know how long the code was good for, but it's only good for this week, and today is August 4th, and the code is palette 30 to get 30% off of his palettes, including the face palettes, I believe. And so by the time this is uploaded, that code will no longer be effective. So like, why am I even saying it? Tapping in between to blend those two together. I'm liking how the shadows are applying, even with this brush. I should say in spite of the brush. It looks to me like this side is higher up. So I'm going to take this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm going to go back to this brush that had peacock on it and just bring that up. I didn't add any extra shadow on the brush. I was gonna say I smell something. It's that Fourth Ray Do It Mist. It smells like cucumber. Does that look a little more even? Probably not. My eye shape is not even. My face is not symmetrical from one half to the other. So like, why should my shadow be symmetrical? I'm gonna dip in the peacock again because I want to build that up here to try to get it a little more even. And I'm gonna, yeah, Riviera, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna dip in that a little bit and just even this out right here because there's like a small gap I see right here. So I'm just gonna fill in the gap. This side to me looks perfectly rounded, which I try not to round my eyeshadow. So how this side comes out a little bit more, I'm gonna bring Riviera out a little bit on this side. Okay, yep, like that. Yep, like that. And we're going to fill in this little gap I made right here when I did that. Yep, like that. This brush is scratchy. So when I try to go side to side, it's scratchy. Yep, that's what we want. Putting that brush down. Then she took Vibes. Where are you, Vibes? I don't feel you, Vibe. Oh my goodness, Vibe, where are you? And I know I could read. You know what? Because the way I was holding it is this shade right here. She took that on her inner transition area. And so I'm going to use the tip of this angled brush. And this looks to be a matte. So did Riviera. That looked to be a matte as well. And we're going to just put that right here. Yeah, right here. On the inner portion of the transition area. I'm going to put that right here. I don't know if I want to come like all the way down, but I guess so since I am. I'm trying to see how this yellow shade is blending in with the lid shades. That's what I'm really trying to see without messing up the look. Which will probably be messed up anyway because I'm an amateur. I'm just somebody who enjoys playing in face paint. This is not a channel of perfection. I do like it coming down here for whatever reason. Alrighty, and since we did not use the flat side of the brush, we're going to take Koi, which is this shade here, on the center transition area. And so I'm wondering if I still want to use the pointy side of this brush. Yeah, all right, we're going to dip it in the Koi, which also is a matte shade, and we're going to just lightly connect with the yellow and then go over top of, oh, that center shade. Okay, little too pastel for my liking. It's blending nicely with, what is that, Peacock, the center shade? Yeah, with Peacock. Yeah, that's too pastel for me, looks a little dusty. Looks chalky. Feels really smooth though. But just the, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something else with that. It's blending nicely. These shades do work well together, which is what I've been hearing from the few review videos that are there. Mediterranean. Oh, gonna put that brush down. That noise was me dropping the brush and thinking it was gonna fall, but it fell on my table. Mediterranean on the outer V. This is Mediterranean. And so we're gonna dip in there. There is some kick up in the pan, but I'm not noticing much fallout on my face. I do see some glitter specks on my face though. So outer V, so we're going to stamp here, and then we're going to stamp here. See, it's a V. Without adding any additional shadow right now, and I have the pointed side down. So we're going to stamp that, and I am going to add more shadow on here, and then we're going to come up here and stamp here. I am going to add more shadow because this side is not as vibrant as this side because this was the first dip. So we're going to dip back in. Yeah, that shade has kick up in the pan, and so we're going to stamp here. And then we're going to stamp up here. And then we're going to take the tip of the brush and just lightly blend up top, and feather this in at the bottom just to blend it over. But we're going to leave this middle part untouched by this brush and this color. So we're going to blend that over, blend the bottom over, and leave that center part untouched. Yeah, I'm going to take the tip of this brush and go a little further over into the crease because this is too dusty for me. I did not add any shadow on the brush. This is another angle brush, so I'm using the angle part, the tip part, and just sweeping that over, and that is not working out well. So I am going to have to add more shadow onto this brush. So, alright, dipping in with the tip of the brush into Riviera. This is a nice rich color. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. I don't know why I'm like tilting my head sideways. Because I can. I like that. Ooh, girl. I'm going to feather this a little bit because I'm not liking how this corner's looking. And so we're just going to feather that some more. I'm going to take, what brush was that? This was the brush that had koi on it, I believe. You know what, I'm going to take a different fluffy brush. No shade, haha, no shade, no tea. No color on this brush, and I'm just going to blend back and forth windshield wiper motions. There's something going on here with this side. The tip of that brush that had Mediterranean, just right here. Because I'm liking how this side is a smooth transition. Maybe it's the lighting, because this side to me it seems to be a gap right here. Maybe from when I turned my head. Alright. Brush with no shade on it, no color. Just blending that back and forth. I do like how these are applying. Let me see if there's any fallout. Ooh. That Mediterranean shade, I have like a patch of fallout like right here. And like a patch over here. Oh my god. Like it's from here all the way like here. And from here, this side is a smaller patch. It's only here. But this side is from like here, like all the way. Oh. How are we going to get that off? Is that just going to brush off? Let's just take a fluffy powder brush. For the most part, it came off, but not all of it. I know. Do your base face after your eyeshadow. I know. Most of it came off. Alright, let me just keep going. Alright, so where are we at? Then she took, this was the one I just used with no shade on it. This one here is a clean one. She took Secret Service, which is this shade here, and she used that to smoke out the outer corner. So I'm going to dip lightly because this is a black shade. I don't know how black it is. It looks like it has specks in it. But I'm told they don't really show up on the eye. So we're just going to still do an outer V with that black shade. Oh, that's nice. I think there's a black as well in this Naturals. I like that. Which is nice because then if the color doesn't really show up on my skin tone, I like that. I'm feathering it in. Then I can use the black shade to deepen it. I like that. I don't want to do too much, but I also don't want to do too little either. Because I know I do need to blend though. But I don't want to like over blend. Because I'm liking that shape. And I'm liking how you can still see the blue in here. So what I'm going to do, but I know I need to blend this line right here. So what I'm going to do, if you're still here, thank you, because this is probably about 20 minutes already. So what I'm going to do right now, I did not mean to put that up here. The brush that had no shadow on it, I'm just going to blend this corner. I like the outer V look, even though sometimes I wonder if it looks too harsh. But then, isn't that supposed to look not super harsh, but a little harsh so that you can actually see the V shape? I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. I'm going to take a Q-tip, I think. Let me see what's going on. She didn't use, what's the word I was going to say? A brow bone highlight color. And I'm looking in here to see what would match my skin tone to use as a brow bone highlight, because then that would cover up this mistake that I put here. I don't really want to wipe it off because I don't want to wipe off the primer. So I'm thinking to try, there might be a mistake, pin up this shade here. I don't want to mess up this look because I'm really liking it. So we're going to take pin up with a small blending brush and just put that on that top edge. very gently, because I don't, let's see if I can cover up that black mark. Yeah, cover up a black mark with a pink. That'll work. That will work. Yeah, pink will cover up black. Hashtag Dion tried it. Yeah, it's like right here, which I'm sure you could see. And then I don't want to mess up my, and I got it on my brows. Y'all. Boy. Alright, my Fenty brow MVP, because I got that pink shimmer in my brows. Alright. Easy peasy. Yeah, so just ignore. I want to go into another palette and just cover that up, but should I do it? All right, let me just keep going with this look. It's like bothering me because I want to fix it. But okay, we're just gonna look at this eye. Gorgeous. Okay, so then we're gonna use a domed shadow brush. This is an Hourglass number 9. And she took Arm Candy. Where are you, Arm Candy? Get on my arm, girl. How come I'm like not able to read? Arm Candy is this shade here. She put on the inner lower, no. Paparazzi. She did Paparazzi on the inner lower lash line, which is this shade right here. I don't know if this is the right brush for this, but we're gonna do it. Paparazzi right here. Dip it in again. Paparazzi. Right here. Gonna wipe that brush off. And then Arm Candy, that shade here, on the center of the lower lash line. Maybe I need a different brush. This is a very dense brush. Very subtle, I can see it, and that's because of the brush. But there we go, I have to bring it down further. Okay, let's go back on this side. Bring that down a little bit. We're gonna wipe that off. Then she took Royalty, which is this, and then we're going to take Royalty, which is this shade here on the outer lower lash line. I got Arm Candy in my eye. So Royalty is going to go over here. I'm liking how these shadows work, and I'm liking how they work together. Oh yeah, I did get that in my eye. Then she took Glam Rock, which is this shade here. Sorry for whatever that is. You know what? It's the lighting and the way I'm handling this palette. She took Glam Rock on her tear duct area, which I don't think it needs it because of Promiscuous that's on the inner corner. And so this really isn't adding much, I don't think. Except on this bump I have right here, it just highlights that bump. So this is the look. There is fallout everywhere. That Mediterranean shade in First Class, I didn't even use First Class, so that's Mediterranean. This is what the palette is looking like. This is Mediterranean right here, and like all around here there's shadow. The brush we used with no color on it, we're going to just sweep that under here. I like the look though. I would put something deeper underneath the lower lash line. Let me do that. I'm going to take this small pencil brush and I'm going to take Feisty, this shade here, the brown one, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line. I came down too far on that side. Oh, my life is so hard. Why is that looking like a blob over here? You know what? That's from the fallout that I didn't clean up properly. So this is still feisty. I didn't add any more on here. We're going to take that brush again with no additional shadow on it and just blend that. I'm still, oh gosh, I just made it look like I had a black eye. Okay, so we know that feisty blends out really well. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Different clean brush. Oh my gosh. Feisty, you know, blends out really nicely. Feisty blends out really nicely. Woo, this is looking horrendous. All right, we're going to take the Camel palette. Oh man, this middle shade here, which is Safari. Whoa, Jack. I was doing so well. And then you saw what happened. What? Oh my gosh. Dark like that. Oh my gosh. Look like I haven't had any sleep. Oh my god. I want to fix this. I don't know what to do. I'm going to take the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. Even though I have powder on my face, I have that spray on my face. Like, this is just, Like, this was enough of a mistake, but now this? What? I need a small brush. Oh my gosh. You who have been here before know that this is not a channel of perfection. And this proves it. I haven't used this concealer in a while because sometimes I think it looks really nice and then other times I think it looks too light. Now keep in mind this is over top of powder and over top of that Do It spray. But it do what it did. Like, look at that. Alright, I'm liking that. Now I kind of want to put like a dab up here. I'm not going to do liner. I'm not going to do mascara. My eyes are getting red from when I got that shadow in my eye. I'm always in a shadow in my eye. And I know it's because I wasn't using a proper brush. Like, this is not a proper brush to do your lower lash line. So, my error, as always. Do I want to do a lip? I don't want to do a lip. I'm going to do I want to do this or just the Fenty Gloss Bomb? Real simple. Okay, I'm going to put that down. Fenty Gloss Bomb and Hot Chocolate because it goes with everything. Okay, I forgot to take off chapstick. Which is okay, because this is a gloss. You can put gloss over chapstick. Yeah. I'm being really silly. Alright, so this is a look. Thank you, Morgan. I know I didn't do you justice. I will link her video below. 11 out of the 20 shades. Actually, because I added Pinup and Feisty, 13 out of the 20 shades in this palette I used today. I'm proud of myself for that. Yay! Anyway, if there's any particular color combinations you would like to see with this palette, let me know. He did say you can do this in quads. This quad here, this one here, quad here, this quad. If you want to be real neutral, this quad, you're going to do monochromatic. This column, this column, this column. Even this one and just use the black as a liner. I could have did that for my upper lash line. Let's do that really fast just to make the video even longer than it needs to be. Alright, so here we go. We're going to Secret Service, that black shade. I am out of control. If you're here for it, subscribe. Click the like button. I appreciate you being here. This is nice as a liner. Yeah, this is nice. Shows up really well. Don't get it in your eye, Dion. You already got shadow in your eye. You don't need any more in there. Yeah, I like that. I like this look. Let me know what you think of this look. if you have this palette, feel free to link your videos below because there's not a lot of looks with this palette. And so I am, of course, going to do more looks with this palette. And let me know what you think. Why am I making this face? I don't know. Alright, the natural face. What do I do, the YouTuber stuff? Did I get it or did I get it? Probably not. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for enduring the madness, the laughter, watching me try to fix my mistakes and owning the ones I didn't fix. And you will see me in the next video. Thanks, guys.